everyone, it's Heidi again. Today we are finally reacting to George Carlin, the Hippy Dippy Weatherman. You guys have been mentioning this one since the start of our George Carlin journey, and I don't know how I just haven't gotten around to it until now. There's an older one from 1966 as well, so I'm thinking about reacting to both in this video just to kind of compare. Should be interesting. If you're new here, I love George Carlin. Everything that I've watched of his is just so funny and so fascinating, and a lot of it's very true. It always just makes me think, which I love. If you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Become a member if you want me to prioritize your comments. I'm still getting used to saying that. And let's do this.
I wanted to do a nostalgic thing here for my own sake and for the request of a couple of people that are on the crew that listen or look and through viewers or listening on headsets or whatever, and do a little weather forecast from Al Sleet.
I love so Hippy Dippy Weatherman is not like a set bit. It's a character that he brings out every once in a while. Is that what it is? So maybe comparing the two videos, I mean, I think it will still be interesting, but I was thinking that it would be kind of the exact same bit. Interesting. I love that. George Carlin was an actor. That's so fun. Anyway, continuing. Okay. I love people already are excited about it.
Hey, baby, what's happening? Que pasa? Que what you call your pasa?
How did I not catch by the title that he would be high or like on drugs? You know, his character. Man, I need to think about these titles more before I jump into them. The Hippy Dippy Weather, of course. Oh, that's really funny. Whatever you call your passes.
Al Sleet here, Hippy Dippy Weatherman, with all the Hippy Dippy weather, man. Brought to you by Parsons Pest Control. Do you have termites, water bugs, and roaches? Well, Parsons will help you get rid of the termites and water bugs and help you smoke the roaches.
That's fun.
Temperature at the airport is 88 degrees, which is stupid, man, because I don't know anybody who lives at the airport. Now, if you'll take a look at our national weather map, you'll see that we don't have one. So try to picture last night's map in your mind. Remember all the letters and lines, all them little numbers. The weather is dominated by a large Canadian low, which is not to be confused with a Mexican high. Tonight's forecast, dark. Continued dark tonight, turning to partly light in the morning. Oh, Al got out of the weather business, and he's now a linoleum quality control inspector in a linoleum plant. Al, he wanted to get out of the media. You know, he said, fuck it, I don't need it. And, hey, who can blame him? No, but Al got out of weather when he realized he had given the final weather forecast. He had given the ultimate forecast. There was nowhere to go. You know, when there's nothing left to conquer in your field, hey, it's time to leave. And old Al had given the ultimate forecast. He told us, he said one night, that the weather will continue to change on and off for a long, long time. And he was gone for
Enough said.
Okay.
That's really fun. Oh man, honestly, it like made me tired just watching him. That was pretty good. It was really cool to see him just act it out. Just prime George Carlin acting. That's really fun to see. Kind of cute. I am interested in the 1966 version. It's just a minute long. I think that we're going to watch this one too because I'm curious. That's why.
And now with the latest in weather, here's Al Sleet, your Hippy Dippy Weatherman.
I just want to know, okay, really quickly, when did he start this kind of like reoccurring? It's recurring. Okay. Because people were already familiar with his Hippy Dippy Weatherman back in 1966. It's so cool, like the legacy that George Carlin left. It's just, I've mentioned this before, that it's so cool to be able to see just his career through the years here on YouTube. It's amazing. Anyway.
Here's Al Sleet, your Hippy Dippy Weatherman. Hey, baby, what's happening?
I hope people just love it.
Sweet here, and I imagine some of you were a little surprised at the weather over the weekend, especially if you watched my show Friday night, man. I'd like to apologize for the weather, especially to the former residents of Rogers, Oklahoma.
There must have been something.
What's them napping? I see the radar tonight is picking up a line of thunder showers which extends from a point 9 miles south-southeast of Chester, Pennsylvania, along a line and 6 miles either side of a line to a point 8 miles north-northeast of Secaucus, New Jersey. However, the radar is also picking up a squadron of Russian ICBM, so I wouldn't sweat the thunder showers.
That's really cute. Oh my gosh. I feel like anytime I watch George Carlin's really old stuff, I don't laugh as much, but it's more just interesting to see him back then. I'm a little bit out of the loop when it comes to the current jokes and situations that he's referring to, but I just think it's fun to compare George Carlin throughout the years. It was interesting watching him do it like in a chair where he didn't have a lot of space to move around. I mean, I feel like that's how he was on a lot of those shows, that he just wasn't able to really move around like he does in his later stuff. So it makes it seem a little stiff, but I can see why. I feel like if he had the space to do his thing, then he would be a lot more animated. Anyway, but always a good time seeing him, you know, with short hair and no facial hair and all of that stuff. Just so young. I loved that the host of the show just like fell out of his chair. I kind of want to watch that last bit with closed captions on. I think that I missed something in that last little bit. So.
However, the radar is also picking up a squadron of Russian ICBM.
Okay, I want to look up what ICBM is, actually. I couldn't tell exactly what he was saying. Intercontinental Ballistic Missiles. Oh, no wonder they acronymed it. Okay.
So I wouldn't sweat the thunder showers.
I wouldn't sweat the thunder showers. Oh, because it's missiles, it's bombs. Okay, got it. Yeah, that is pretty funny. It's crazy how that might have been kind of a really big deal. I don't know exactly what was happening, but it is wild that comedians so often get people to just hysterically laugh at things that are kind of serious and can potentially be devastating in a way. Amazing. It's never stopped fascinating me when that happens and how often that happens. Anyway, that was kind of fun. It was a fun little comparison. So I'm sure that there are a lot of different versions of Hippy Dippy Weatherman. He's just had been doing it for decades. Just so fun. My favorite part about this was just hearing the crowd's reaction every time that you could tell that they loved it and they were like looking forward to it. It's really special when people like make people laugh. Thank you for recommending that I look into the Hippy Dippy Weatherman. Finally, that was like one of the first things that you guys requested. Let me know what else I should be watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.